Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of James Bond Bitcoin Live. Uh, 00134 hashtag Bonica. Yeah, I said that. Bonica. I made that up, by the way. I'm going to create a new holiday for Bitcoin because I think that's what's missing. Bitcoin needs a special holiday, and that's Bonica. Anyways, let me go over the notes section here real quick and go over basically what I'm going to talk about in the show today. Okay, bond trading view. As always, I have the bond trading view list of top 55 coins and tokens compared to Bitcoin percentage and all-time highs flagged for shorts. All right, and I'll be going over that today. And another interesting article here: Meet Pine, the Bitcoin philanthropist who set up the 85 million Pineapple Fund. Very interesting. I think that's fitting. You know, I've always noticed since I've been involved in Bitcoin that the most charitable people are the Bitcoiners. You know, you never hear like an Ethereum or an Ethereum, you know, an ETH head making any contribute. You know, it doesn't. They don't make any contributions to any donations or anything. You don't hear anything about that because they really don't care, in my opinion. They seem to care for each other or care just to make some money. Um, that's what I've noticed anyway. I've never heard of any Ethereum organization donating, you know, to a charitable cause. Who knows why? Maybe they need the money. Okay, next is nothing I'm going to talk about. Someone asked me to check out ClearPoll, the first blockchain voting poll system. So I'll go ahead and check it out live with you over live stream, and we'll check it out together, and I'll give you my thoughts. So I already kind of looked at it, but might as well just go over it tonight. And then also, someone left this link in the comment section from another video, Cryptopanic. I know I talk about it, but there seems to be an app. So I'll go ahead and I'll share that with you because it's really important to stay up to date on all the things that are going on in cryptocurrency. You got to stay plugged in and, stay current to all the news. That way, you know what's going on, and you can basically be the authority on the blockchain or Bitcoin space and all that other good stuff. Okay, next in the note section that's partitioned off, I have the news aggregators, Coinspectator, real-time cryptocurrency news aggregator, and then Coinpanic, which I'll be going over just a little bit on the Google Play Store. Coinpanic is a news aggregator platform indicating impact on price and market for traders and cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Next in the note section that's partitioned off, I have all the fake forks, scam forks, joke forks, already forked, potential hard forked, forks that aren't really forks. But let me start off with the "It's time to stop" meme. It's time to stop, everyone. It's time to stop with these hard forks. I know people talk about crypto dividends and all this other stuff, but so far, you have to admit, all the crypto dividends, how many Bitcoins have been lost, stolen, hijacked since this all started? Quite a bit. I bet those people who sent their Bitcoins to a Bitcoin Cash address wish that Bitcoin never happened. And people who had their Bitcoin Cash sent that to their Bitcoin address probably wish that, this is a hassle. I wish Bitcoin Cash never happened. Probably a lot. Probably a lot of people. And don't forget the Bitcoin Gold, people. Bitcoin Gold has been, well, I wouldn't say a success or a disaster, but a lot of people lost a lot of their Bitcoins, and I bet they wish that the Bitcoin Gold fork never happened. Anyways, let me just go over some of the potential forks of Bitcoin Uranium. We're still in December, so got to put that up there. Bitcoin Cash Plus, I think that's coming in January. Bitcoin Classic, I should say it that way. That's supposed to have already happened. Super Bitcoin, looks like that's happened. Maybe I'll look it up, see if there's a futures for it. Bitcoin Diamond, which happened on November 22nd. And that is the ticker symbol BID, which I still can't find anywhere. That's like the 4 billion with proof of stake and all that. Then the Bitcoin Diamond, which is BCD, which is you get every one Bitcoin you had, you get 10 Bitcoin Diamond. That forked on November 24th. So we'll check out the futures on that and see if they're any closer to a mainnet. I kind of seriously doubt it, but well, we'll see. And Bitcoin X, BCX. This is another one that, let me see, when is this coming? 23rd or something? Very close to the 25th on Christmas. You know, we'll see. And then, of course, I don't have it listed here, but there's Bitcoin God, which is supposed to fork on the 25th. And then Bitcoin, you know, or I'm sorry, United Bitcoin, which I'm not even going to list at all, but I'll talk about it. I think that thing's a total scam and a troll fork or fake fork. I don't know what it is, but I wouldn't take that too seriously at all. Okay, and then I have a list of airdrops. For those of you who love getting free money falling from the sky. Okay, next in the notes that's been partitioned off, I got some useful links here. SegWit charts, if you're interested in the SegWit transaction and adoption rate. Coin Codex, which is a listing platform very similar to CoinMarketCap. Live Coin Watch, another listing platform. CoinGecko as well as another listing platform. BitInfo Charts, another listing platform, but a little different. Tells you the hash rate and block times and transactions. Joho mempool statistics, very useful site if you're wondering what fee you should use. And it shows the mempool. So very useful site indeed. It's helped me quite a bit to get my transactions into the next block, because when people want their Bitcoins, they will pay the fee. All right, they will pay the fee. And I just pass that fee on to the buyer. That's all I do. Let me see here. Salome.io, that is another listing platform that measures social media volume. A very useful site. It tells me like when a coin's being pumped, because you're basically being socially engineered to buy them, hype them up and all that stuff. And then Transaction Accelerator if you need it, and you maybe you do, because I think there's still about 100,000 transactions according to Joho mempool statistics, and then 40,000 transactions in the mempool on TradeBlock. So, and then I have Bitcoin Cash hash rate historical chart 6 months if you're interested in comparing the two blockchains that compete for the same hashing power. And next in the notes section that's been partitioned off, I have, can Bitcoin be replaced via multiple hard forks? James Bond interview. Crush the Street, published November 9th, interviewed November 7th. Check it out. I say some very interesting things. Like Bitcoin will be worthless because it'll go to infinity, where no one can buy or sell it. Then collecting your free Bitcoin Gold, BTG coins with Coinami. Please tell me by now you should be able to split your Bitcoin Gold with all the tools here that I provide from Coinami, and even the Coinami provides. Please tell me you're able to split your Bitcoin Gold by now. And if you still have a hard time, I made a video how to split Bitcoin Gold BTG01 using your Coinami wallet. And if you don't have Coinami because you don't have an Android, there is a mnemonic code converter from Coinami. It's their website, their recovery phrase tool. Just import your mnemonic seed into the recovery phrase, and it'll generate and populate all the private keys. Just select the type of coin. They have all the coins that they have is also the coins on the wallet. You could do this all offline as well. Okay, you just save as web page onto your desktop, and you could do it offline. You could just turn off the internet, and you can use that mnemonic code converter. Very useful tool. And then of course I have the link to Bitcoin Gold. But be careful if you go there, because that site might have some kind of virus that steals all your Bitcoin. All right. Now, if you are watching this and you saw an ad for BitConnect or any other cryptocurrency videos that has an ad in front of it, usually a BitConnect ad by Craig Grant or his mistress, Juliana, you might want to read this article before you go and blow your life savings into BitConnect, which I think is about to fail. I think it's probably going to fail. It's close to that 300-day, 200-day mark. So it seems like end of the year is probably when it's going to die off. Why has ICO Index labeled BitConnect as an outright fraud? Notice regarding high yield coins on top of BitConnect. What is BitConnect and why have we decided to distance ourselves from it? And then I also have a video where I interview 3 BitConnect users, James Bond Bitcoin Live 0017. 2 of them rage quit. One of them was stupid enough to stick around to let you know where you could find him. I had a 4th guest who was not involved in BitConnect, and it was pretty obvious to him BitConnect is a Ponzi, or a pyramid, or a scam. Pick whatever you want to call it. And then special guest appearance, Ozzy the BS filter, who for some reason can filter everyone's BS except his BS for some reason. It kind of reminds me of the guy who thinks everyone else's crap stinks except his own. His own crap doesn't stink, but everyone else's crap stinks. It's kind of like that. And then of course I have the last part of the note in the note section that's been partitioned off, the last portion. I have the video and video song, one and the same. For this video, I have the video song theme for this video. Adam Sandler Chanukah song. Whatever Chanukah is. I've never heard of Chanukah. And then hashtag yes2x104, which is the meme you're looking at, which I made. Okay, I didn't steal this idea from anywhere, all right, or anybody else's history or culture. I actually came up with this all on my own. It's a holiday for Bitcoin, and I call it Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. I'll explain it just a little bit more. And that's the hashtag yes2x104. That's the link to this meme right here. Also, pot of gold. I have a link to that and the donational address to the Bitcoin pot of gold. All right, so let me check out who's all in the live chat here. Let's see. All right, I see Brian, you made it here first. Dual overhead camness made it second. Dual overhead camness, you say you two should do Wednesdays again after the holidays. I'm assuming you're talking about me and Brian after the holidays. Yeah, we might. You know, I might. We'll see how it goes after the new year. And then DJ Calv, welcome back. I see you come back for more. Friday night fun begin. Yes, we're definitely gonna have fun tonight. And then 21 Million Club, welcome back. Welcome back. And Andre Barnwell, good to see everybody here having fun. Patrick, good to see you. Patrick Duke Mahan, I'm assuming. Fud Machine, how you doing? Good to see you. Marty Wilkinson, welcome back. Let's see who else. Will Campbell, ho ho ho, Merry Cryptos. Yes, I'm making a holiday for Bitcoin. I call it Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Yes, dual overhead camness. You beat me to it. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. And Fun Machine, you know I'm not really signed up with BitConnect. That whole too retarded, you know, is obviously a joke. All right, so let's go on with the meme here. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. I've decided to create a holiday for Bitcoin. I think that's what's missing. Bitcoin has been around for, it's definitely been 8 years, but it's practically 9 years now. We're on the cusp of 9 years, everybody. So happy Hanukkah, Bitcoin, 9 years. And I wanna symbolize the struggle, the 9-year struggle of Bitcoiners. You know, we should remember the 9 years of struggle, the persecution, the ridicule, all that stuff. We should remember. We should remember, never forget, because after all, I believe Bitcoiners are the chosen people, all right, to inherit the new world. That's why Bitcoin was created, everybody. Yes, that's right. So I'll call it the Festival of Lights because, you know, Bitcoin is on fire and we're going to light it up. And here I have like the moon right here. And, you know, I propose that we get this candle holder. I think these things are around already, so they shouldn't be hard to find. But I'm going to call this special thing here, this thing right here, this candle holder, I'm going to call it the Moonera. The Moonera. And it holds 9 candles, everybody. 9 candles. 4 on the left, 4 on the right, and 1 in the middle, just like you see there. So this Moonera, because Bitcoin to the moon. So, and apparently there's a lot of these candle holders already. But you know, this is a special holiday. I did not steal this idea from another culture or from someone else's history. All right, this is original. And so, basically, it represents 9 years of persecution. Yes, Bitcoiners being persecuted for believing in the one and only true coin. That's right. So I'm just proposing it. It actually starts tomorrow. Okay, it starts on the 16th. All right. And so tomorrow I will light my first candle on the Moonera, the Moonera. So I will light my first candle on the Moonera all the way until we get to the eve of the 25th. So it'll be, you know, 9 candles. It'll take you all the way up to the 24th and the eve of the 24th, in which, of course, we will all celebrate. What I would call the quote-unquote the death of the sun. That is when the sun is at its lowest point around that time. and it's at that lowest point for 3 days. And then it rises from the death, just like Bitcoin has been, you know, called to be Bitcoin has been, killed so many times. So we will all celebrate around the 25th, the eve of the 25th, on the 24th, and we will acknowledge the sun at its lowest point for 3 days. And then on the third day, everybody, the third day, the sun rises again, just like Bitcoin. It always comes back from the dead, right? So we will celebrate that day. So this is the holiday we should all celebrate for Bitcoin. And we'll light a candle for every year that Bitcoin, right? That Bitcoin has been persecuted all this time. Remember, we're the chosen people for the one and only true coin. So happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. I was really contemplating on how to say how to call what the new name of the holiday should be. I was thinking of uh, Bonza, but Hanukkah sounds it just comes out so naturally. And remember, I was not influenced in any way, shape, or form by another culture or history. All right, this is all original. I did not spin this to fit, Bitcoiners in any way, shape, or form. No way. All right. Okay. The Moon era. Yes. That's right. The Moon era. And apparently there's a whole bunch of these candle holders that already exist. So getting one of these shouldn't be hard either. It's amazing how things work out. So hope you all enjoy the meme. So let's go on to the next story. Let's go on to the next story, everybody. All right. So, the Bitcoin pot of gold. Oh goodness. Oh yeah. And by the way, during this time of Happy Hanukkah, it is time to remember those who have less Bitcoin. Okay. For those who have less Bitcoin, share a little bit of Satoshi. All right. Share the love. Share the Satoshi. All right. So, tis the season. Tis the season to Happy Hanukkah. So when you give out your Bitcoins and you share your Bitcoins or your Satoshis to everybody, tell them Happy Hanukkah. All right. All right. So Bitcoin pot of gold. This is all for you guys. QR code on the left side here, pointing to the Bitcoin pot of gold. That is the donational address. So please share your Satoshis, share your Bitcoins, so that everybody can give and only one receive. I don't know. Anyways, the QR code on the right here, this thing right here, is the encrypted private key. And if you're able to scan that with your Bitcoin wallet, if you have a SegWit Bitcoin wallet, you should be able to, if you can figure out the password, you should be able to sweep all the Bitcoins. I think there's actually over $160 worth of Bitcoins in there. And so the value has gone up. If someone can please donate, I can give you the 9th clue. All right, the 9th clue to the 9th word of the 24-word mnemonic seed. If you have a regular wallet, then you probably need to use a encrypted private key decoder to get to the private key, and then use the private key to use on a SegWit sender to sweep the SegWit address. So this is a SegWit address. It's the pay to script hash SegWit address. Starts with a 3. So anyways, good luck to you. And then the QR code here on the bottom right here That is, if you use a regular barcode scanner or a QR code scanner, that will take you to Yellow Fever for You, to his YouTube channel. He's the one that gave me this idea, so thank you, Yellow Fever for You. All right, let's go on here. So, all right, so this is the bond trading view. All right, bond trading view. I make a new one every day. All right, and this view created by James Bond, Bitcoin Live, and it's a list of top 55 coins and tokens compared to Bitcoin percentage and all-time high, flagged for shorts. And here is the flagged for shorts in this box here. Looks like in US dollar, everything's up and doing great. Let me refresh it. Let's see here, F5. We'll go refresh that. See how it's doing right now. All right, so let's have it's US dollar. Looks like all these altcoins are doing well. Let's see how they're doing. Okay, they're all made some decent Bitcoin gains. That's good, because that means there's an opportunity and chance for you to dump all these altcoins if you have them, or short them, or look for an exit of these altcoins soon in the future or now to get more Bitcoin. All right, so that's what this list is for, is to help all of you get more Bitcoin, because Bitcoin made another all-time high. It's doing really, really well. All right, I'll go over that just a little bit later, but let me go on to this first story here. And of course, I'll be doing the, I'll be going over the mempool. I'll be going over the Bitcoin fees, as well as I will be going and doing a Bitcoin chart analysis. All right. So I'll do that at the end of the live stream. So let's go over this. Is Meet Pine, the Bitcoin philanthropist who set up the 85 million Pineapple Fund. Well, hey, Q bro, I just saw you right there. How you doing? All right, so you know, Bitcoin and Bitcoiners, I believe, are the most giving of all the cryptocurrencies out there. I know there's Pink Coin that's supposed to, like, go and donate to your charitable organization. I know there's Dogecoin that donated lots and lots of money, back when, back in 2013 area, when basically when there was when it was in a boom cycle back then. But since then, not much as far as charitable donations have been going on. But now with this Pineapple Fund, this is probably by far the largest that I've seen, unless I'm mistaken. And anybody in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong. But this Pineapple Fund seems to be the largest fund for donations, and that's in it's Bitcoin, right? It's a Bitcoin fund for the most part. And so I've never recently, I don't hear a lot of these altcoins doing any charitable donations or giving back to the community, other than trying to pump its own price up. That's the only thing that I've seen. And I've never seen Ethereum do anything like this. I never seen Dash to do anything like this, even though I know they have this kind of like DAO proposal system. And maybe if someone wants to propose to the Dash community about setting up a charitable donation fund, but it costs like 5 Dash to make that proposal. and that's, you know, right now that's about what, $3,000-4,000 to do that. So, you know, my point is, around this time of year, you know, when we should be all thankful for what we have, and we should be giving back to the community and the broader society as a whole. You know, where are these people? Where are the philanthropists? You know, there's only, as far as I know, I've seen more philanthropy with Bitcoin than any other altcoin. Any other altcoin. Now I know not Dash. I know Doge has done a lot during its heyday, but that's kind of down. It's died down quite a bit. I don't see anything with Ethereum. And you know, if they're so cryptocurrency rich, you know, I guess none of them are striving to be philanthropists. You see all these other altcoins go up in tremendous value, but you never hear about how they're setting up a donation fund to give back to the community, other than pumping its own price. So I like to see other cryptocurrencies have a donation fund, very similar to this Pineapple Trust or a Pineapple Fund. I think that is a good faith, and it shows compassion, right? It shows compassion. It shows a human side of this cryptocurrency space, because so far all I've seen is nothing but greed and selfishness for the most part. And you know, even with some Bitcoiners as well, you know, and that, you know, some people just never want to give; they always want to take. You know. Anyways, I thought this was a worthwhile story. It does tie into, you know, my happy Hanukkah Festival of the Lights, you know, meme here. So happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Remember the 9 years of struggle and how you got here. And by the way, my hope is my my hope is, hey, how you doing, client Shizbig? Q bro, you're funny. F gives to hackers. Very generous. Yeah, they do. They sure do. Well, you know, my hope for Happy Hanukkah is that by the time, all right, so it starts tomorrow. Okay, so it starts on the eve of the 16th, and then it ends on the eve of the 24th. So you should light the candle in the middle on the 24th, and then my hopes is by the 25th, right? The 25th, when you're at the darkest moment, and you know, during this time, because the sun sets the lowest. The sun is at its lowest time. All right, at the darkest moment of time, right? Bitcoin, I'm hoping, will be worth at least $21,000 around that time, and we can all celebrate. All right, all celebrate the rise of the sun. All right, so there you go. All right, let's go on to the next story here. All right, ClearPoll. Someone wanted me to check out ClearPoll, so I'm going to go ahead and check out ClearPoll right here. I don't even know what this thing is. Someone just said ClearPoll, check it out. So I'm going to check out the website. It seems to be a social public opinion poll on the blockchain. So apparently your opinion poll is going to be public on the blockchain, and this is what this is. Now, what I don't understand is why you need a token to do this. You know, I'm not quite sure. And the whole point of having this token is apparently to vote on your opinions, but then you have to go buy the tokens. So I'm not really sure what this accomplishes. I know they're talking about you know, having polls being manipulated or spun in a different way. Um, but my opinion on, if you really want an accurate poll, you know, if you really want an accurate poll, you can probably either do it. I mean, it depends on the sampling, and you know, there's different ways of doing different polling. You know, there is flaws in each type of way you poll, but if you kind of do enough polling and enough people of kind of like, depending on what you're looking for, if you want an honest poll, then you do it 10 different ways with as many people in different geographic areas, and you know, the data will say or show, you know, people's opinions, right? People's opinions. Do you need a blockchain in order to do that? I don't think you do. I don't think you do, because if you really want an honest poll, then do it honestly. And I don't know how this solves a problem, because most polls are done and then spun and twisted in a way that kind of shows their advantage. But if you really want an honest poll, then you just do an honest poll, right? And you'll get some honest answers. You know, don't get get as many people participating in it, not a certain group of people, unless you're looking for a certain group of people. So how would this be useful in any way other than collecting data on you, and then that data is being used to be sold to a third party? This is the only way I think this thing can ever make money. Other than that, I just don't see how it's useful for you. It's not like you can express yourselves, or you want your opinions to be polled. I guess I'm not sure, but I it's I think it's already available. They are having an alpha phase coming on December 29th of their wallet, or whatever this is. Let me see here. What is this? Whatever their app is. Let's scroll down. What else? Let me see. It's 13 days, 12 hours. Yeah, okay. So this is coming out. So this is another video here that talks about it. Let me see here. What does it do? Vote tampering, poll bias, fake news, it says here. So this is supposed to solve poll tampering, poll tampering, poll bias, vote tampering, poll bias, fake news, and it's becoming difficult to get an accurate picture of what people really want. I don't agree with that. I think people do polls, and they sound when people do polls, they usually want to do a poll in their own way. No FUD machine. This is not a sponsorship. Someone asked just in the notes section or in the comment section, asked me to take a look at this, and so I'm looking at it because I'm kind of curious what's out there as well. I don't mind looking at other projects because I don't know everything, but I'll look at it and I'll tell you what I think. And so far, my honest opinion about it is that if you want an honest poll, then, you know, poll honestly. Do an honest poll. That's all you have to do. People do polls to prove something, usually because it's to their advantage, like political campaigns and whatnot. But if you want to know, the people's honest opinion, you have to probably ask them 10 different ways, because they'll give you 10 different answers. So again, if you want an honest poll, just do just do an honest poll, and you'll get an honest opinion on it. So the only thing I think you can really use this thing for, at least for the platform itself, is that this is useful if you can take people's opinions and sell it. All right, you can sell their opinion, and then you can prove their opinions by putting it on the blockchain, quote unquote, putting on a blockchain. That's about it. I don't know how this is a moneymaker. I don't know how this helps people. I honestly don't know. And then I don't know even why anybody would do this, but apparently somebody wants to put a, a poll on the blockchain. So let's see here. Here are some of the developers, and it's this could be one of these sites where if they put a blockchain to it, they're hoping to get some funding. It's kind of we're in that phase of .com. We're in the .com phase. We really are, where you just get a website and put a .com on it, and you actually might get some money for it. You might get some investors. So there's some people here. Now, if you all want to participate in this stuff and give your opinions on a poll, there you go. And apparently, let me see, ClearPoll in the media. Looks like they're trying to market themselves. That's another thing that kind of gives it away, is that they're marketing themselves. They're obviously marketing themselves to build what I think is some social credence, some street cred on social media to build awareness for their site. Obviously, when it comes to applications, you need more users. The more users you have, the more valuable your application becomes. But for those of you who are interested, check it out. I looked at it. I don't know, and then here's the thing: is why would you need this token? Why is it so important to have these tokens to be traded on exchanges, right? So it's kind of like you're disguising this platform to be a utility token, to be also traded on a platform, and again, walking on thin line, walking on thin line, walking on thin ice as well, skating on thin ice, I should say. But is it interesting? I guess it could be interesting. The assumption is, I think the assumption is that you buy the tokens. I don't know how you would participate in doing the polls, but maybe you just need to sign up and you do the poll. And I don't know how the tokens would be used. Maybe you use the token to put your opinion, or I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it too much. I'm just thinking out loud. But it's almost like they're trying to sell a token as a security, saying, we built this app, you buy this token, and this token may be used on the app, but you can also buy the token, and if this app becomes valuable, or if this app allows this company or this platform to make money by maybe selling your opinions, right? Selling your opinions, and they're able to sell it because it's on the blockchain. And maybe if you buy the tokens, you have to access the information, right? So basically, they're selling user data, in my opinion. Ultimately, is what's going on. And maybe the token allows you the access of the data. And then, of course, you have people who actually buy the ClearPoll token, who can then trade it, and then it'll fluctuate. And of course, if people really want to access your opinion or this data, they would buy more tokens. Hence, people who actually hold tokens will appreciate a value in their token, in which they could dump, on the exchanges. And then, of course, you have people who are actually trying to use it, buying up the tokens, so it'll drive the price up. That's what I'm thinking. So that's the business model. You have to look at this as a business model. People don't do this necessarily as a charity, or I don't know if this is like open source, or they have some open source. If you look at the video, of Kick, and how he's trying to basically squeeze out money from this community, cryptocurrency space. He's basically gone and done an ICO on the Ethereum network, and after receiving money or getting money from that, um, he's abandoning the Ethereum network and then trying to sucker more people through the Stellar network on that platform. And he's insinuating that they're really interested in getting their token on an exchange, which I think they have no intentions, because once they do that, that would make their token a security. Okay, and so he's I think they're just if you look at the kick application, they're just trying to milk you guys. All right, they're just milking you guys, and this could be a way of doing it as well. Maybe there's a viable business model. My thing is, if you want an honest opinion, an honest poll, do honest polling, and you'll get one. And the data you receive is the data. Make good use of it, and then whatever, sell the data, whatever you want to do. So that's my view on ClearPoll. We could take a look at the coin market cap and kind of see what's going on. Let me see here. Client Shibzig, you think the token is just to bind you more at the app? Well, if you buy that token, it's only useful for that app. Let me see. ClearPoll. Here it is. So it is available, apparently. And let me see. It's an ERC20 token. So it was ICO'd probably at some point. It's on the Ethereum network. There's a circulating supply of almost 7 million. So that's circulating, with 9 million in total supply. So probably the development team has almost 2 million, right? 2 million tokens. So, this is basically a security in disguise as a token, as a utility token. That's what I think this is really eventually. Let's take a look at the price here. Let's look at the chart. So it has made more Bitcoin, and it recently has gone up. I'm assuming because of the wallet launch or the app launch, supposedly. And as you can see right over here, probably they've already made some announcements, and it's already pumped based on the app launch. And will it work on the Ethereum network? I don't know. I don't know. As you can see, the price has gone down, and it looks like it's going to trend down. It's probably had its pump here, and now I don't know. Maybe they're looking for more buyers, and trying to milk this community, milk the Ethereum community anyway. Hopefully no Bitcoiner would, in their right mind, ever buy an ERC20 token. But that's what it looks like to me. If they can do something and make a viable product and make money on it, good for them. When that happens, I may consider buying a token. I probably won't. But I like to see a project, especially a project like ClearPoll, which is obviously intended to make an app. It's ClearPoll and Kick probably have the same business model and probably are doing the same thing. And so that's probably the same. They're probably doing the same thing what Kick is doing. They're just looking for money to develop their business model and hoping that it works, that they'll actually make money, which I doubt they'll make money. Because last time I checked, if you want an honest poll, you do an honest poll and you'll get one. All right. You just may not like the opinion polls that you get. But as far as making money, the only way I think they can make money is either they dump the token. This is just on the token side. They're dumping the token on the users that buy into it, or the app itself. They're going to sell the user data, right? They're selling the user's opinions to whoever, marketers or whatever, whoever they're selling it to, right? Maybe law enforcement, who knows, you know, but or the IRS. Maybe the IRS would like to know about your users, so they'll sell the user data on there. They'll make them buy the ClearPoll tokens to give them access to the user data. So that's the only way I think they can make money and survive. Other than that, I mean, you're just funding a project. Like I said, there's only 2 projects for an ICO token. It's basically an exit scam, or it's a charity. You're donating to a project. That's about it. So good luck to you, ClearPoll. I wish you the best. I wouldn't touch any ERC20 token at this time. That's just me. What do I know? All right. So next here, someone did provide me a link to the Google Play Store, and apparently Cryptopanic is available on the Google Play app. I haven't used it. I haven't downloaded it. I mean, I obviously have a link to it in my notes section. So if anybody wants to experiment and try this out, let me know. Let me know how it works. This is the Android version of it. Looks like it's something you'll get. And again, getting more information, if that helps you to stay up to date in current events, and maybe even helps you with your, I don't know, trading or whatever, if you have an interest in the current cryptocurrency space, you probably want to know what's going on and stay informed. So is this an app? I might download it. I'll check it out. But if any of you download it and let me know, that would be awesome. Looks like it has 1 rating of 4. It only has 1 review. Let me see here. How many times has it been downloaded? It doesn't really say here. Let me read more. Is there any more? Anyways, I don't mind, helping, I guess, people out if they're trying to inform users. So I don't mind that at all. And no, I did not get paid for this. Someone provided that information. I'm sharing it, and I don't have a problem sharing it. So if it does help you keep you informed, I will share that information. No problem whatsoever. And of course, I don't think it costs any money to download this, but of course it is a risk. This is a crypto space. There is risk in downloading this. So please be careful. But I don't think this is a wallet of any kind. Hopefully it doesn't have any malware. So do downloads at your own risk. And if you do, let me know how it works out, and then I'll check it out, because I usually don't download anything unless other people have, and then wait a while, and then I might download it and check it out. But I do have the website link. So if you check that out, that seems to work. It does give you news feeds. It gives you links to Reddit. Let me see, what does it do here? What sources does it have? So the interesting thing about this is, if you read the first part right here, right here, right here, is that it says here, the website is basic but effective. It's a simple black and white website with splashes of color thrown into indicate positive or negative news. Sharp drops are recorded in red lettering. And just to let you know, you might want to do a spelling check. This is letting. I think they mean lettering, while the sharp rises are recorded in green lettering right there. So I think what happens is, as you look at this, let me click on this so everyone can see here. I think it's a novel idea to keep up to date with everything. Let me see here. Nope, that's not it. Is there any more? Yeah. Okay, so like this, like the green lettering is positive news, and then there's no red lettering, but if you had a red lettering, it would be negative news. So it could be helpful. Like you look at it and you see some red, or they're all red, you know that it's a bad day. If everything's green, then it might be a good day. It might be a good day. So go check it out. At least consider, looking at it. And like I said, if it helps somebody, if somebody took the time to build this, you know, would it hurt to, install it and download it? It might, but considering it's not a wallet or anything, and again, I'm asking you guys to be the guinea pig and then let me know how it works. How you doing, Pisces traits rule 373? How you doing? It is a lovely Friday night. You know that you're so deep into crypto that you're here watching a live stream of someone talking about crypto on a Friday night, or you just don't have a girlfriend, one or the other. Or maybe you do and she's just a pain. She's a pain in the butt, and you rather be here um, talking about crypto or listening to crypto and all this other stuff instead of being with someone who's a pain in the butt. All right, there we go. We're back to this. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. I'm sorry, not Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. Remember, I did not take this idea from another culture or history or from another holiday. It's original. It's original. All right. It is original. So, Bitcoin holiday. All right. So, anyways, let's go to let's go do the the bond trading view. DJ Cal, thank you. You'll give it a try. All right, please give it a try and let us all know. But if you get hacked or you lose all your bitcoins, let us know as well so we can warn everybody. DJ Calv is going to be the guinea pig. So, anyways, we'll check that out. So here we go. All right, so we'll do the bond trading view on a Friday night. Not so much news. It'll give me more time to do this stuff here. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. So if you know about this, this is my flagged for shorts, and top priority is on the top of the list are priority, higher priority. On the bottom of the list are lower priority. Looks like everything's up. We'll see how it does compared to Bitcoin. So QTUM has increased quite a bit. So we'll check it out. Let me see here. DD8209, you think that's risky? You think downloading this app, downloading this thing is risky? I agree. It is risky. That's why I would like DJ Cal to go ahead and download it. Download this. Looks like there's like one person who's downloaded it. So if it works out, let us all know. You'll be the first. All right. So QTIM is on the list. And so let's check out QTIM real quick. QTIM. QTIM. I would talk about some other stuff in the news, but I'm waiting for things to get confirmed before I talk about them. Sometimes being first to break a news is not always, doesn't always work out well. but it's Friday night. Let's just look at charts. Let's look at some charts and see how we can make more Bitcoin. That's what we really want to do, right? We really want to make more Bitcoin. We don't want to hear about stuff. Although I'm pretty sure that the price of Bitcoin will be moving tonight, and eventually I'll get to the price of Bitcoin. Let me see here. QTUM, it's trending down. It looks like it's trying to break, but I don't think people are really. I'm not buying this whole breakout thing. That's just me. I'm not buying it, but we'll just take a look at the 3-day. Well, I'll just give it my honest analysis here. Ooh, 14, 13, 12. 12. All right, so right. We'll take a look at the next 3-day. All right, so QTUM. If you have QTUM, or if you had QTUM in the last 3 days, you made pretty decent Bitcoin. And now that you've made pretty decent Bitcoin, it's time to take your profits in Bitcoin. That's what I have to say. You know, I guess if you want, you can hang on to it a little bit longer and see if you could get more Bitcoin. But you know, what is the saying? Hogs get fed, pigs get slaughtered. And so hopefully you're not going to get slaughtered on this. But right now it's making more Bitcoin, which is good because that means you have an opportunity to dump it so you can get more Bitcoin. All right, next is Populus. Populus is back up. We'll check out Populus, PPT. PPT. Eventually, I will get to a Bitcoin chart analysis. I'll get to the mempool. I'll get to the fees. So we got all night. I mean, we don't have to rush. We're in no hurry. We could just hang out here all night long. Populus. All right. Well, Populus looks like it's breaking out. It really does, doesn't it? Let's take a look. All right. It's starting to break up at that 280 Satoshis. And so, yeah, it's making more Bitcoin, which is good. Good for you guys who have Populus. The question is, how long do you want to hold on to Populus? And when do you want to get more Bitcoin? How much more Bitcoin do you want? That's the question. So it is an ERC20 token. I'm not sure why it's pumping, but let's have a look at the social. Let's see what it says here. Okay, wow. Warning. Populus token Twitter page is a phishing page. We have asked Twitter to remove this page. Don't follow or click. Okay, let me see here. Community, please. May you RT this. This is the only official Twitter outlet of the Populus project. Okay. Let me see. What is going on here? It doesn't look like anything is really going on with Populus other than community development, which is basically trying to get more people into the token. And that's what it looks like all Populus is doing for the most part. That's about it. There's nothing going on with Populus. So don't quite know why, other than it's being pumped. That's about it. All right, let's check out what else they got. GNO. Okay, let's check out GNO, Genosis. Oh my goodness. Genosis is a bad one. I think I've gone over this as before. I've definitely gone over this. I wouldn't touch Genosis. I don't care. I just don't. I don't care how much. It's got to move a lot. It's got to move a lot. It has to make a lot more Bitcoin than this for me to get for me to say this is making more Bitcoin. But anyways, let's go on to the next one. Ethereum. Let's see how well Ethereum's doing now. The mothership. Ethereum every time hard fork. ETH. Ethereum. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Uh, I'm not very confident in the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. I don't think this is good for them. I don't think Ethereum's a really good buy at all. Well, I never thought it was in the first place. So Ethereum's look for an exit. You might want to look for an exit on this one. RP Ripple, which is what rest in peace. Rest in peace. Peace. Ripple. Yeah, it's, I guess recently, let me take a look in the 3 days. First 3 days here. Take a look here and check it out. Just say Gino. Gino. Say no to G. Let's have a look here. Well, it's going sideways, and sideways for an altcoin compared to a Bitcoin price usually means it's hit its peak and going back down. That's what I think anyway. It could also be positioning to go back up, but when I see this sideways movement, let's compare it to the U.S. dollar. Let's see how that's moving. It's actually moving in the same way. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think it's reached its max, and then it's probably going to go back down. It always does. Ripple is one of those things. It's a teaser. XML, which is Stellar, I believe Stellar, Ripple's uh, stepbrother, XML or XLM. XLM, Stellar. We'll see how this one is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Stellar is just an ugly chart to look at. It's an ugly chart, but we'll take a look at the 3 day. If it's making Bitcoin for you, uh, nothing wrong with that. Making Bitcoin for you, take the opportunity and take the Bitcoin. Trust me. If Stellars is giving you the opportunity to giving you Bitcoin, take the Bitcoin. All right, just take the Bitcoin. That's all I got to say. Just take it. But yeah, it looks like it's making more Bitcoin right now. So take this opportunity and take the Bitcoin. Let me see Dash. We'll take a look at Dash. I think they're all kind of ranging in price here. It's nothing too crazy. DASH Dash. Well, it's been ranging. Let's take a look at the last 3 days. It's been ranging. It's been ranging in that area. Um, the thing about Dash and Monero is there's a good chance, even though you screw up on this trade, that you could still come out on top with more Bitcoin if you hold on to it long enough. So Dash and Monero is one of those few trades or those few coins that it's possible to make Bitcoin even though you screw up on the trade. But your timing on this has to be just right. But it's possible. It's possible you could still make out more Bitcoins on it. Looks like a day and a half ago, 3 days ago, it's kind of reached its peak. I would definitely, um, well, that would have been the best time to sell, obviously. But if you can exit out of this trade, I would get yourself more Bitcoin. So FUD Machine, you got Stellar at 400 satoshis. All right, that's a pretty good deal. So what is it now? Let me see compared to Bitcoin. Wow, that's not bad. You did good on that trade. Are you still in that? You should probably get out. Let me see here, U.S. dollar. Let me actually refresh this, see if there's any price movement. Okay, still the same. Where were we? Dash EOS, Ethereum on steroids. Let's go on to Ethereum on steroids. EOS. All right, so here's Ethereum on steroids. Man, it looks like it's breaking. It looks like it really looks like it's breaking. It's going to be really interesting to see if it actually breaks. I don't know why it would break. People are really confident about tokens, aren't they? People are really confident about tokens. I mean, if you have this token, of course, it makes sense that you would be very, very confident and bullish about it, and you would want to see this do well. I understand that. Well, Fun Machine, I would sell Dash if I was trading it, but I don't trade altcoins. But EOS, it looks like it's going to go up even higher. It does look that way, but considering where it's going and what what's happening in this current environment, I would not trust any ERC20 tokens, especially this one. This is a big gamble. But if you want to risk your Bitcoin for it, I mean, by all means, go ahead. But I do think eventually you you'll probably lose Bitcoin, and on top of that, you'll lose out on potential huge gains. That's just my opinion. Okay, let's see, EOS, and then what is this? Zcash. Zcash is next. ZEC. BEC. Every time I look at this chart, I always say to myself, like, this thing's a big loser. It's a little deceptive, but it kind of is. You know, if you're looking at this chart for the first time, you would ask yourself, why? Why would I? Why would I put my money in Zcash? And so, let me see here. It is deceptive, but let's just go to the 3 days. Let's just go to 3 days. Gonna have to have a little history with Zcash to understand why that chart looks that way. But on the 3 day, it doesn't look good for Zcash. I think it looks like it's going to start faltering. So um, I'm seeing like 2 lower lows here. And then if this is bounce, a dead cat bounce, and this is high as it's going to get, and then if it goes down from there, that would make a lower high. This is the highest low, lower high, and it looked like it would start going back down. It looks that way. There's no indicator or moving average. I'm just strictly looking at the price. Random Mexican. This will give huge gains like the project or not, EOS. Okay, if you feel that way. I mean, EOS is a gamble because it's been trending down for such a long time, and I guess the assumption is everyone's making the assumption that it's hit bottom and it's kind of looked like it's breaking out and it'll start going up. But you know, that's on a technical side, yeah. But if you just look at the fundamentals of EOS, there's nothing there. But you're right, it may not mean that EOS won't go up higher. I mean, it could possibly go up higher, and people are literally trading on technical analysis without any fundamentals, which is dangerous. I mean, there's you know, everyone's trading looking at technical analysis without fundamentals. You know, you do need fundamentals. You do need to know what's going on with that community, what's going on with the developers. And if you ask me, it is a lot of hype. It is a lot of hype because they haven't really made anything. They haven't done anything. Yeah, Fund Machine, that is a good point. If EOS goes to like $100, you have to ask yourself what is the price of Bitcoin going to be, because price of Bitcoin will probably be a lot. A lot of these altcoins are nothing more than fractional representations of Bitcoin. So if these altcoins do go up in price, all it means is Bitcoin has gone up probably higher, if not even higher. So that is a good question to ask yourself. I mean, everybody makes money on altcoins. That's not the issue. Is did you make more Bitcoins? Because if you didn't, that means, you know, you missed out. And on top of that, if the chart looks if the chart says you lost Bitcoins investing into this altcoin, that means Bitcoin has outperformed this altcoin, which is usually the case. All right, so that's Zcash. I think exiting out of this trade would be a good idea. It's had a good run up. It had a good dead cat bounce against Bitcoin, and now I think you should probably take your Bitcoin. Take your Bitcoin. That's uh, you know, if I think I do have Zcash, but I'm not going to trade it because people donate to me. I just leave it there. I have experimented with it. You can trade with it with 0 fees. So I think what's really driving a lot of these altcoins is the fact that Bitcoin does have a large mempool, right? And the fees are kind of high. And so there's a huge backlog. So all these other altcoins are benefiting from the increased use of Bitcoin. And so it's spilling over into these other altcoins. But, you know, I think after there's no use, like the mempool gets eaten up and there's no use for the altcoins anymore, they'll just dry back up again. Let me see here. What is next here? Dash ADA, which is Cardano or Cardona. Oh, Cardona. So ADA. ADA. Is that right? Right. Oh, if you didn't see this meme yet, happy Hanukkah, everyone. Happy Hanukkah. I've created a holiday for Bitcoin. And if you're wondering what this is the Moonera. The Moonera. So it's been 9 years of Bitcoin. We're on the eve of 9 years, literally. Actually, the white paper, it's been 9 years. The first blockchain, all right, the first blockchain will be, I think, January the 3rd. So we should celebrate between October 31st and January 3rd, which is perfect because December 16 to the December 24th, 9 days. We should celebrate 9 days. That's what the candle represents for 9 years of Bitcoin. I just made this holiday right now, everyone. So enjoy. All right. So what is next? ADA. Yeah, that's right. ADA. 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 Cardano. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. All right, Cardano. Man, it is just consolidating in that little spot, isn't it? Just not moving anywhere. Just doesn't want to move anywhere. Bitcoin price has gone up. Cardano is just flatlining there. So, you know, two things has to happen for this Cardano to go up. More people you know, are gonna buy up Cardano, which I don't know what they're doing right now, or Bitcoin has to go down in price. So take your pick. Do you need more people to buy into Cardano, or do you want the price of Bitcoin to go down for this chart to go up? So either way, I mean, the only option for a bag holder for Cardano, if you're a bag holder of Cardano, the best scenario for you is other people dump their other altcoins and get into this, which means they have to buy into Bitcoin probably, then Bitcoin to Cardano. And so that's the only other option that you might have. Or tethers, maybe they're on an exchange and people are cashing out the tethers and then they're using their tethers to buy into this altcoin. That's about it. Other than that, the price of Bitcoin crashing is another option. But you don't want to do that because ultimately you're going to be cashing out into Bitcoin. And then it kind of sucks when Bitcoin is no longer at its peak and you're kind of, well, you got more Bitcoin, but you missed out on the peak. But it looks flat. I'd probably look for an exit. XMR is one of those coins that just will just XMR. I think XMR will actually make more Bitcoins for you. It's like XMR is like Bitcoin's like the reserve currency for Monero. And then at the same time, Monero is like the ultimate mixer for Bitcoins. So you're blockchain hopping for the most part. And I think that's what Monero is mainly used for. A lot of Bitcoin users use Monero, as well as a lot of Monero users use Bitcoin. So let's take a look at the last 3 days here. It's kind of stalling, but we'll take a look at the last 3 days here. It looks like it's trying to arrange. It's trying to bounce back up. And Monero is one of those coins where you can probably play the ups and downs. I mean, if you drew a line here, you could tell that this is when it's breaking. And if you drew a line here, well, right about here, it looks like it's breaking right about here. So it looks like it's breaking up. So Monero is one of those coins where I believe you can, and it's quite possible to make more Bitcoin. And here's the thing about it is, because Monero is trending upwards, if you screw up on a trade, all you have to do is hold on to Monero, and there's a really good chance that you're able to make more Bitcoin, even though you screw up on the trade. Like you bought at the top, and then the price went down. Well, if you hold on to it long enough, it will go back up, and you actually might make more more Bitcoin out of it. So that's what I notice about Monero. So Monero may be I think a safe trade. It seems like a safe trade. There's some correlation there with Bitcoin. All right, so Monero, Neo. Let's see how Neo did. Looks like all the coins are pumping right now. Neo. We'll see how long that lasts. Usually doesn't last that long. And remember, Bitcoin has gone up. Well, there's Neo. Yeah, Neo does not look good overall. Overall, Neo is not a winner. It doesn't seem like it's going to make any more Bitcoins. It has to start kicking ass. I mean, the price of Neo literally has to move in the hundreds of dollars for you to make more Bitcoin. So if it's just ranging between its all-time high of 50 or 48, $49, and Bitcoin's like going up to like 18,000, 19,000, 20,000, 21,000, man, the price, this chart is just gonna go back down to zero, or very close to zero. But let's take a look at the last 3 days. It's probably performing the last 3 days. Yeah, not a high, but it looks like it's just taking a little dead cat bounce. It's possible it may go up higher, but I would seriously exit out of this coin. I don't think overall it's a loser. If you're in the summer, if you're involved in the summer trading this or having this, then yeah, I would agree it's made you money, but it looks like it's trending down overall. People want to take a contrarian view on this. My contrarian trade is buy Bitcoin at a lower price. When the price of Bitcoin goes down, buy Bitcoin at a lower price and get more Bitcoin. That's my contrarian trade. All right. So I'm not going to be buying these altcoins when it's at its lowest compared to Bitcoin, and then think that it's going to break out of that. You've seen some of these altcoins. They will just trend and keep on trending and stay at these lower price. These altcoins really need people to pump them. All right. These altcoins are literally good for just pump and dumps. Lisk, LSK, Lisk. Take a look at Lisk. Looks like it's had a decent increase lately. Ugh. this is really hard to look at. I mean, when I look at this, if I own Lisk, I would literally like commit suicide because of the fact of all the Bitcoin gains that I gave up to hold on to this bag. This is Lisk is not a pleasant chart to look at. Let's have a look at the last 3 days. Of course, it's pointing up. Maybe. Wow, this looks just like Neo. You know, I'd probably exit out of this. This is not a good. This is not a good trade. Not a good trade at all. And here's the thing: is if you mess up, it could be such a long time before you get back your Bitcoin. That's the thing about this about Lisk. That's just my opinion. I mean, you're free to do whatever you want. Random Mexican. What do I think of Craig Grant? Well, I have to admit, I do remember watching his videos when he first came into this YouTube space on cryptocurrency. I've seen his weirdness. I've seen his lies. Um, I'm not sure what to make of him. Uh, I think he's a scam artist for the most part. And, I think he's addicted to Ponzi's and pyramids because it pays him very well. If he can get enough bag holders or suckers to get involved, he gets a cut of it, and he's in it for the money. He has, I don't think he really cares about the community. As long as he can sucker people in and make money, he'll just keep doing this until the money runs dry. He came in right when the bull market was starting, and he had a opportunity to buy a lot of Bitcoins, which he did not. And apparently he is a millionaire, but I really doubt he's a millionaire. Um, I, I would not trust him, and I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything he says in his videos. I think there's a lot of falsehood to Craig Grant, and I think Craig Grant obviously is not his real name. So that's what I think of Craig Grant. So, but thank you for asking, Random Mexican. So let's have a look at the next one. Let's see here. Tron. Tron's the next one. We'll take a look at Tron. Most of these altcoins, I mean, if you like trading, if you like taking on unnecessary risk and the odds are against you on making more Bitcoin, by all means, trade altcoins. Eventually, the Bitcoin you give up comes back to Bitcoin, where it actually goes up in price. Eventually it goes up in price. So I don't have to do anything. All right, so let's take a look at this here. It looks like it's going up. It's ranging. If you bought around here, it looks like it's taking a pop. The question is, how long is it going to pop? And I have a feeling that it had its recent pullback. It's probably not going to pop much more than this. This is probably it. Here's your chance to get out on the amount of Bitcoin. Oh my gosh. Going from like 1 Bitcoin to 2 Bitcoin, that's like a 50% increase. So it really doesn't really matter. Going from like 0 Bitcoin to 120 Bitcoin, percentage wise, yes, but you'll never, you can't scale your profits with these altcoins. You're just you're trading for nickels and dimes when you should be trading for like hundreds of $1,000s, right, or $1 million worth. All you're trading is nickels and dime. You're trading nickel. You're nickel and diming your way up, and doing a lot of work when all you have to do is just, you know, try to get as much Bitcoin as you can, hold on to it, and let everybody else do the work for you, make you rich, right? And then enjoy, enjoy your riches. Let me see here. I'm looking at the chat right now. Random Mexican, you say, I once thought he cared about the community. You're talking about Craig Grant. He was very entertaining and has a charisma about him. I do have to admit that, but obviously anybody new in this space that has any charisma, obviously you're going to get attention, but eventually the truth comes out. You give someone enough rope to hang themselves, and they actually hang themselves. Now he's going around like, no, I don't know why he's making ads on these videos, but apparently if you have to pay to promote your own video, that should tell you something. Like, it's like, man, you can't even get people to watch your videos, right? It's like you have to pay and promote your own videos, which I guess there's nothing wrong with promoting, but when you have to like pay to get your videos to be seen, that's lame. Fud Machine, you said he's an idiot. Why would you live in a hotel? Well, there's only two types of people that live in a hotel: prostitutes and drug dealers, for the most part. That's the only two types of people I know that live in a hotel. And I'm just being honest here. That's the only type of people that I know that live in hotel: prostitutes and drug dealers. Let's see what else is in the chat here. Q Burrow, you say Craig Grant is his slave name? Okay. I know he talks a lot about that stuff. He talks about him being the devil. He talks about the slave name and his twin brother and all this weird nonsense. Supposedly he's Jamaican, but like, who knows? People who believe in that voodoo hoodoo stuff, uh, I think they're psychopaths in a lot of ways. And again, this is YouTube. This is the cryptocurrency space. People, do things a lot for show. It's just a show. Obviously he's motivated by money, and he's just doing these things to get, I don't know, views, or he wants attention or whatever. Random Mexican. There was always a spiritual sense that attracted me to that attracted you to my channel. Okay. Well, I kind of do put a little spiritual sense into this. Not a lot, not heavy. I kind of also make a little fun of it because sometimes I think it's all BS, right? Religion, especially organized religion. I think that it's there is something to having a belief system. I do believe that, and it is empowering. I don't know what it is, but if you have a strong belief and a belief system, it actually puts your internal reality in some kind of order in which you can mentally function at a high capacity. Like, everything makes sense to you. Your world is kind of organized in a way that maximizes your thinking process. So depending on your belief system, Especially if you have a belief system that empowers you, it's amazing what you believe what you can do, and the fact that you believe you can do these things, that mental focus helps you achieve your goals. It really does. FUD machine, you say link, please. Ask me what the link is that you're talking about, unless you're talking to someone else. This cryptocurrency space, it's crazy. It's like, apparently there's a whole bunch of libertarians. They don't believe in violence, but to keep everything in order, right, there has to be people who are quote unquote enforcers. Okay, they enforce the social understanding, the social justice. And yeah, I don't know. I really don't know any other way than a punishment system, right? Because if you look at other systems that have no rules, no regulation, okay? If you look at these other systems, and there are systems like that, maybe we know them as quote unquote the streets, there is a punishment. All right, there's a social understanding, and if you go outside or beyond these social understandings, you know, everyone can look the other way, and if someone disappears for whatever reason, that's fine because they were a nuisance to the community anyway. Who's going to care if they disappear, right? So if you look at other social systems that have a similar, not a similar, well, a similar of no rules, it's free, it's anything goes, free will, which I guess you could call it free will. There is an enforcement system, and there are people who actually enforce. All right, and if there is an actor who is so disruptive, right, it's so disruptive that nobody cares if that person disappears, guess what? That person one day will disappear, and nobody will care. So it's just that we're in a system that I think we're in a community where they just don't realize that's what they need. They need some kind of, unfortunately, a system of punishment to disincentivize people to do things that we don't want them to do. Chase that coin. You are so funny. Have I made many people disappear? I guess so. And you're right. A lot of people have deleted their YouTube channel and their Facebook and their Twitters. But no, I don't believe in murder. I believe in justified murder, but I don't believe in wrongly murdering someone for no reason. I believe in justified murder. I do believe in that. I believe you can be forgiven for murder. Let me see. All right. Well, that was a nice little rant there. All right. Let's go back to, where were we? We're on Tron. Okay. Next one is salt. Let's take a look at salt. Oh, chase that coin. It's not like that at all. It's not. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome because everybody dies at some point. Everybody dies. It's a question of, you know, like, if you really think about things that happen in your life and you really wanted someone dead, like, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? How much money would it take for you to be okay? The fact that, you murdered someone over money, so, money does strange things to people. If you give it enough time, if you give it enough time, I mean, if you give yourself enough time, and if you still want to kill somebody, it must be something that really, really must have pissed you off, and that it's worth killing for. So another thing about having a strong belief system is that uh, are you willing to kill for what you believe in? And that's how you know how strong your belief system is. If you feel you can actually do that, getting away with it is kind of different. But you know what? I do have to admit, there are many people who are murdered every day in America. All right, every day in America, and there are many unsolved murders. Many. So this is not too far of a stretch to think like this, or have thoughts like this, or believe something like this happens. You know, we often think of, like, we think in our heads of this justice system being fair. The justice system we live in is very unfair. It's not equal. Okay, it tries to be equal as much as it can, but it's not equal. Okay, that's just the fact. It is not equal. It tries to be equal, but it's not equal. And justice, unfortunately, never gets served to a lot of people. And unfortunately, they are innocent victims. Innocent. They deserve justice, but they never get justice served. So, and you know, that's, so what are your options? You know, my solution is to, first of all, never try to become a victim. You know, although there may be certain circumstances. Now, I'm not talking about like brutal crime or strong arm robbery. I'm talking about just common sense. Don't be stupid. Like, you know, that's why I make these videos. Like, don't trade altcoins, because the facts are, if you look here, okay, I'm going to scroll down on Salt. The facts are, you don't make Bitcoins. You don't. The odds are against you in making more Bitcoins. You have to time the market perfectly every time to make more Bitcoin, especially on Salt. Like, look at this thing. This thing is just, it's a downtrending, and then it goes sideways, downtrending a little bit, and you're not going to make more Bitcoins out of this. Either somebody has to pump this up like crazy, or I don't know. You lost Bitcoin. That's the fact of the matter. And trying to make up Bitcoin by trading more of this losing trade is a bad idea. Plus, it's an ERC20 token. Salt is a lending platform. Basically, this is going to be security, or it's going to be considered as a it's going to come under somebody's regulation, either CFTC or the SEC, and you know, you're going to be left holding the bag. How much acid have you done, James? Well, if I disclose that, if I were to disclose that, you know, the hard part is, probably, most likely, very little, because it doesn't take too much to get on acid. You know, it doesn't take too much. You know, you take a little square piece of paper, or you take a drop in its liquid form. So, and you know, it's like one of these things where once you've done it, it's like there's no, I don't understand the point of it, other than for the hallucinogen, the hallucinations that you have. Does it really open and expand your mind? I don't think it does. That's why a lot of people do it. It doesn't really expand your mind whatsoever. It just makes you hallucinate, and you see things. You that you wouldn't normally see. It does trip you out though. It does trip you out. Let me see what else is in the um, chat here. People are asking me some strange questions. I'm gonna start BitcoinPanhandler.com. Jay Glad, how you doing? Nice to see you in the chat. David Hamilton, how you doing? CoinDaddy is going to write a song about me if I'm not careful. Okay. I don't know who CoinDaddy is, but I think I've seen something about him. Let's check out CoinDaddy here. Who is CoinDaddy? Let me see here. CoinDaddy YouTube, is that what it is? Let's see here. Uploads from CoinDaddy YouTube. I think you're talking about this guy. I'm assuming. CoinDaddy. Let's go to his page here. Is this CoinDaddy? Why is it taking so long? It doesn't have a home page. How about videos? Jay Glad, is there a bacon coin yet? You know what? I think there is. This must be a different CoinDaddy. I don't see anything here. Let me see. CoinDaddy. How about this guy? This is the guy you're probably talking about. This guy, CoinDaddy. Oh, this guy just makes songs. Okay. Now, what else you want me to check out? Let's see here. Check out Lacerage. Let me see here. Lacerage. Let me see. Lysergi. Lacerage. Is this what you want me to look at? I'm not sure what you want me to look at. Don't buy drugs from these drug dealers. How to buy LSD and MDMT legally online. Okay. Or Lacerage. You talking about this guy? What is Lacerage? Molly and Lacerage. I guess those are names of drugs. You tell I'm not into. I don't do drugs all that much. Lacerage review. Oh, vendor review. Lacerage.com. First time Lacerage purchase LSD. So is this a vendor? Is that who this is? Lacerage advises customers to use Litecoin over Bitcoin whenever. Let's see, let me. Does this guy have his own? Buy research chemicals in bulk. One of the trusted research chemical suppliers and vendor. Oh, no, won't let me go. I got an old, I got a version of Chrome that won't let me do things. Let me see what else here. Jay Glad, you say Ethereum keeps vomiting cash into my wallet. Well, that must be good. Are you a hacker or something? Hacking away? Let's see. Let's check out this Reddit post real quick. Fud Machine wants me to check out Lysergy. Lysergy vendor review. Hi everyone. After shopping around for some LSD alternatives and a bit of research, I settled on purchasing 10x ALD-52 labs from Lysergy. Okay. Lysergy. I guess that's just a lab. You just buy these chemicals and then you do whatever. You alter them or you use them or you compound them or you mix them. Excuse me. Okay, interesting. I don't know what the website won't let me go there, but I'm looking at the Reddit post, and it seems like it's a chemical factory that I guess you can legally maybe buy chemicals, and then you do whatever you want. I guess there's a lot of people that do that, you know, custom design drugs and everything. So okay, good to know. Good to know. I was glad to see that people want to do LSD in this world for some reason. It's not really good to know, but you know, I have children, and sometimes I do wonder what are they going to do when they grow up. It's a different world when you have children. Anyways, let me go back here. KMD Komodo. Komodo is another one that's a loser. Oh, let me show you my meme, everyone. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. And if you haven't noticed, this is my Moonera. This is the Moonera, everybody. We should celebrate the 9 years that the Bitcoiners of this world have been suffering, right? We've all been promised the new world. 9 years of suffering and persecution. So get yourself this, what I would call a Moonera, and celebrate the Festival of the Lights, because Bitcoin is on fire. And let it, the Moonera represents the moon. And then you light the candles for, let me see, it starts tomorrow, or it starts on the 16th. So you light a candle on the 16th, on the eve of the 16th, all the way up to the 24th, which will get you 9 days where we celebrate Hanukkah. And during that time, we send each other Satoshis, and we celebrate, you know, the Bitcoin holiday that way. That's just one example. I mean, you can easily find one of these Moonera candle holders, and you know, I'm sure you could find a Moonera candle holders. I think for some reason I've seen them before. They're all over the place, and I did not in any way, shape, or form steal this idea from another culture, another religion, or from any part of history. This is original Bitcoin that I thought of today, right now. Each candle is a fork. Hey, Andre Barnwell, how you doing, man? Oh, goodness. Each candle is a fork. Oh, yeah, I guess you could think of it that way. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. What do we got here? All right, so we're back to here. What are we at? Komodo. We're back to Komodo. AMD Komodo. Good old Komodo. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. All right, here's Komodo. Let's take a look at Komodo. We'll have fun looking at Komodo. Oh, goodness. Komodo does not really perform well. You know, when I want to see a chart, this is what I want to see. I want to see like the line start at the bottom left side, and I want to see the line end up on the upper right side. That's what I want to see. Now, Komodo does not make more Bitcoin. All right, it doesn't not. Most of these altcoins don't make more Bitcoins. They'll make more money, but that's because they're fractional representations of Bitcoin. And as long as Bitcoin price is going up, these altcoins will look like they're going up in value. But in reality, Bitcoin is outperforming these altcoins for the most part. As you can tell here, it's just like ever since the summer, it's just been trending down and down. You may get like a little pump and spike, and then it'll just slowly just go down, just like what it did here, and just like what it did here, and that's it. These are just nothing more pump and dump coins. ZRX. I don't even know what ZRX is. What the hell is ZRX? ZRX. ZR. Oh, it's that OX. It's that OX token, that ERC20 token. It's going to just go down, right? It's going to have a death spiral. Qbro, you say yes. Celebrate paying a miner high fees in a foreign line. Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I am saying, okay, let's go back to this. So, and when everybody celebrates Happy Hanukkah or Hanukkah, you know, I guess there's different ways of pronouncing it. You know, you could say Hanukkah or Hanukkah. How, you know, it's up to you. I guess it's how it rolls off the throat or your tongue. What I'm saying is you send people unconfirmed transactions for small Satoshi amounts, and that's how everybody celebrates Hanukkah. All right. So happy Hanukkah, everybody. So you don't send high fees. It doesn't have to get confirmed. And then what you do is you send the unconfirmed to another person. And then you just keep sending that unconfirmed transaction, that small Satoshi amount, to each other. And all we're doing is, you know, we're celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. You know, that's all it is. We're celebrating Bitcoin to the moon by and with this candle holder. It's called a Moonera, So that's what I'm saying. Just send Satoshis, small Satoshis, to each other as gifts, and it could be unconfirmed. It's all right, and other people can send the unconfirmed transaction and pass it along to someone else. Now, if that last person wants to, you know, wants to send it with a high transaction fee, and it'll get confirmed, it'll pull all the other transactions. But essentially, we're just, you know, we're just exchanging gifts to each other. That's all we're doing. We're sending Satoshis of love to each other. All right, so sorry, back to this here. ZRX. I forget every day. ZRX, yeah. Obviously, I don't trade this thing. And why would this thing be called ZRX? Zero X? Is that the thing? Okay, I get it now. I get it. 0x. Oh boy. Well, Fun Machine. I guess I can call it happy spam day. You know, I guess you're right. We can call it spam day. Well, it depends. You know, as long as you put a small fee on it. If it's a fee, then does it really matter? It's Happy Hanukkah Day. And Fun Machine, I guess it's the way you would perceive things. I see it as a way we celebrate Bitcoin and sending Satoshis to each other in unconfirmed transactions. But if you want to see it as spamming the network, I mean, I guess you could say that's true as well. Yeah, 0x, 0x. Yeah, this thing is a loser. This thing's a loser. I have to look at this every time to remind myself of that. Right. What's next here? KNC. Oh my goodness. Kyber. Is that the Kyber network? I don't even know what Kyber network does. KNC. Kyber network. Yeah, another Ethereum token. Another ERC20 token. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, a slow death. A slow death. This is probably what Ethereum is going to look like too, eventually. It's going to be a slow death. Well, I guess you guys don't like that holiday. I'm probably going to have to come up with another holiday. Kyber network, yeah, slow death. Let me see here. Uh, Factum. Oh my God, FCT Factum. Factum. I don't remember what it looked like. FCT Factum. I think this was another one that's a slow death, but I could be wrong. Maybe this one actually makes Bitcoin. Wow. No, I remember it. It's not a slow death. It's like it has its moments. You think Factum may actually be worth something, then everyone who knows Factum is not worth a damn dumps on you, and then another group of fools come in and they're pitched this blockchain that does something, and then it goes up, and all the people who know that it does not, it's not worth a damn, dumps on them again. Lately, around the summertime, it seems like we've gotten a lot of noobs come in who've pushed this price up here, and then you'll see the biggest dump ever. This is the biggest dump coming. It's even lower. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Factum is a bad investment. This is horrible. It's amazing how Factum can, and if I put the US dollar price, oh goodness. DD8209, you want me to think of it as a nice gentle ride down? I guess you're right. It is a nice gentle ride down. And then let me see here. J Glad, Bonica. Isn't that a breath spray? I don't know. I don't know. Sounds like a breath spray, doesn't it? So if I put the US dollar value up here, I mean it is so weird to see this thing invert like that. My only assumption, the only thing I can take away from looking at this is that Factum again is a fractional representation of Bitcoin, and what's happening is Bitcoin's going up in value, and that's why you see the value of Bitcoin going down, but the price of Factum going up. So really, all you have to do is, if all these altcoins are nothing but fractional representations of Bitcoin, then why don't you just go ahead and buy a fractional amount of Bitcoin? That's, you would get the same effect of buying this altcoin. It just blows me away. People think they're actually doing some good trades trading altcoins. It blows me away. So let's take a look here. What's next here? Factum Litecoin. Everyone likes Litecoin lately. We'll see how Litecoin's been doing. LTC, LTC. I mean, it seems like right now, because of the mempool being so backed up, that Litecoin is being used as an alternative. I'll admit that people are probably using it. Maybe some people are accepting Litecoin as payments. That could be true as well. But they're only accepting it because the mempool's filled up. Because as far as I know, in the peer-to-peer markets, like I don't know many people that accept Litecoin. And I don't know any peer-to-peer trading going on with Litecoin. It's just Bitcoin, as far as I know. So it looks good. It looks good. Let's have a look in the last 3 days here. It's starting to look good at the end, right? Like right here. It's looks like it's popping. It might even pop. Well, it tried to pop. I think it's going to continue to trend downwards over time. I think people are just using this as transferring value while Bitcoin's clogged up. And as soon as Bitcoin clears out, it's probably going to go back to its range, its medium. It looks like Pisces trait rules 373. You say that looks like a sliding board. It does, doesn't it? Oh, these altcoins, you know. Let me see, what is another one? Decred. Decred, the governance coin. They pride themselves on governance. DCR. Decred. They really pride themselves on governance. So it looks like you've got a little bump in Bitcoin value as well as US dollar value. But if you look at it compared to Bitcoin, it's an I guess I'll be nice. I'll say it's a nice gentle ride downwards. It's a nice sliding board, you know. Like I said, it's man, these altcoins are nothing more than fractional representations of Bitcoin. You know, you might as well just buy a fractional amount of Bitcoin and use the unit of bits or satoshis. And if you feel bad about getting a fractional amount of 1 Bitcoin, then convert over to using bits or millibits or satoshis. If you really want a lot of Bitcoin, use the unit of satoshi. So you know, let's see, what is Decred worth? 1 Decred is worth 400,000 satoshis. So if that helps people to feel better about having Bitcoin instead of these altcoins, you know, it's sad to say you know, that may be something that has to be considered, because people really believe having a whole of something is better than having a fraction of something, even though that fraction of something is basically what they're buying when they buy a whole of something of these altcoins. I hope that made sense. Okay, let's take a look at Doge. Oh my goodness, Doge. Everybody loves Doge. Everybody has a fondness of Doge. I think the reason people have fondness of Doge is, you know, back when it first came out, it popped. People had like, I think people definitely bought the meme, right? They bought into the meme, and you know, they have a fondness for this, and they've never let go, despite the fact of the fundamentals and all the stuff that the history of Doge. You know, people have fond memories of Doge, but at the same time, Doge had a lot of bad experiences that eventually, I think, tainted the whole community. And wow, wow. Anyways, this, I don't know what to what to say. I can only say Doge always loves to return to its medium. It's mean. The Dogecoin always loves to return to its mean. That's the only thing I can say about Doge. Let's just go back. Ardor. We're almost done with this. Ardor. I'll finally get to a Bitcoin chart analysis. We'll finally start making some money. ARDR. Ardor. Well, I guess if a Dogecoin goes down so far and there's nowhere to go but up, I guess that's a contrarian view for the machine. If you think Dogecoin will be 500 satoshis, that's fair enough. I mean, there's people love their coins. Let me see here. Let's have a look at Ardor. Uh, Ardor is all right. I mean, it's a typical altcoin that pumped during the summer, has died down. It looks like it's recently trying to make a break for it, though, trying to trend upwards. Let's take a look at the last 3 days. Well, last 3 days looks like it's just ranging. If it doesn't make it a higher high on this, then it's probably going to start dumping. That's my opinion on this. Because I just know most of these altcoins are just pump and dumps. And here's the thing is, when you trade with altcoins, if Bitcoin goes up in value, your altcoins are they've all become worthless compared to Bitcoin. Like you're going to make money, but you're never going to get the Bitcoin back because, Bitcoin's lifting off and you gave up your Bitcoin for this altcoin, and you're going to get less Bitcoin. You're going to get less Bitcoin. So if you're going to trade altcoins, you might as well just buy fractional Bitcoins. You might as well just buy the fractions of Bitcoins for this altcoin. You just might as well do that. That's just my honest opinion. Hey, Ricky Ward, how you doing? Nice to see you in the chat. People just like the dog. Huh? People love Doge. People love Doge. I never got caught up in Doge. I never got caught up in that fever. I found Bitcoin. I started trading Bitcoin, and then I started trading peer-to-peer in Bitcoin. That's how I got my first Bitcoin. I actually bought it off of somebody, and ever since then, I like the interaction. I like the peer-to-peer trade. I'm not sure if there's a sense of danger. I wouldn't say there's a sense of danger, but it seemed like a wild, wild west, and it was considered like a wild, wild west as far as, trading. But all the, just the feeling that you're physically doing something was interesting. There's a physical aspect of peer-to-peer trading, and there's a sense of like a mystique about it. It's like you're doing, when you do something in the real world versus virtual reality or online, it leaves quite a physical memory impression. So, and I think that's what shaped my view of Bitcoin, and I've never had to turn back. I think it's easier when you do things online, like you trade on exchanges or you use Ether Delta or you buy into an ICO token. I think you're more susceptible to like being open because it's all theoretical, like it's all in your head, right? Like being online and being on the internet, it's kind of like a virtual experience. But when you actually go out physically into the real world and interact with someone real, and there's a transaction or trade going on, it's quite different. It's I think it leaves a stronger impression, and I think that's why I've always been into Bitcoin over all these other altcoins, because all these other altcoins don't exist in my world. And because they don't exist in my world, I know that they're worthless. They're not real. They don't exist. You know, they're not part of my physical reality. You know, although I do interact on a virtual reality level, and this is where Bitcoin brings me into virtual reality, because that's the only thing that's not real, but I interact with it in real life. Oh gosh. Oh, DD8209. It's like a drug dealing pop pop. Oh, so anyway, that's why you know, that's that, but that's just me. I mean, Bitcoin has, you know, literally Bitcoin has become my drug. It really has. And it gets me, for whatever reason, I am just fascinated, right? I'm so fascinated by Bitcoin. And the damn thing doesn't physically exist at all, right? I'm trading this thing, and you know, I'm trading for real life, for, you know, cash and everything, and I'm interacting with other unknown people, and you know, I'm doing this in the real world physically. But Bitcoin itself is like symbolic to my my entry, or the way I can enter into virtual reality. It's quite an experience. I mean, it's different. Like, that's the only thing that's not real, is it's the Bitcoin. Everything else I do is real. You know, the car I drive and the gun I carry, all this stuff is real. The cash is real, right? It's physical. But the thing that drives me, and in some ways, you know, it's a intriguing to me, and it's become my high, so to speak, is the only thing that's not real, not physical at all. It's something I have to, like, believe it, and essentially it's becoming a part of my belief system, right? Because you have to incorporate, in my opinion, you have to incorporate this thing you call Bitcoin that's not real. You have to incorporate that and part into your belief system in order for it to become real and a part of your life. That's just me, you know. But you know, I can understand how other people may not see it the same way, and so, you know, trading on an online exchange is, it's not a big deal, and it should tell you something. People who trade altcoins, they're not going to stick around. All right, when the price crashes, they're not going to they're not going to stand up and fight when when you know, the tough times come. They're not going to stand their ground. They're going to leave, because they never incorporate this cryptocurrency, or this idea, or this thing that's not even real. They never incorporate into that part of their belief system, and so they're not going to fight. They're not going to stick around. They're probably in it for the money, which is real, which is the only thing physically real that they understand, and that's about it. After that, when that disappears, when they can't get any more of the cash, the fiat money, they'll find something else. They'll get a job. They'll find the next whatever scam, or whatever they'll find the next gig, whatever it is. J Glad Hodor, what? Hodor, is that how I should say it? Hordor or Ardor? Hodor, is that what you're saying? Anyways, who have sex coin? Is there really a sex coin? Gosh, let me see that. CX. You're right. There really is, and it's literally a symbol of a heart inside of a coin. What what is this thing used for? Um, other than trading, I hope it's really. Oh my gosh! Look at this chart. It looks like Zcash and 42 coin and all this. Looks like it has a market. I guess it does have a market. Let's just take a look at the couple days here. It's in the fractional. It's like below fractional. I think you have to trade Doge for this thing. Oh my gosh. What is the markets for this sex coin? It actually trades Bitcoin, some of it Litecoin, and some of it Doge, but it looks like most of it's trading Bitcoin fractionally. I mean, you have to do a lot of trading to get up to a Bitcoin. Jay Glad, you say it's a real coin used for adult games of sort. Okay. All right. Well, it's good to know. It's good to know people are being creative with their sex lives. I guess if you incorporate cryptocurrencies and your sex life, um, you know, I can't blame anybody. Let me see here. All right. Anyways, let's go on to what's next. Syscoin. All right, Syscoin. SYS. Syscoin. It almost looks like it's very similar to like an Ethereum. Almost Ethereum. If it ranged in price a little bit higher, it almost would look like a Dash, but it looks like an Ethereum, which I have a bad feeling about that, just the way the price looks. It's trending downwards. I don't know. Anyways, some of these coins are not really worth it. A lot of work just to make money. Waves. Let's have a look at waves. Waves. Oh my, waves is bad. Waves. Waves. Waves is a dying, slowly dying. If my memory serves me correct. S S X C. Is that a that's a coin, or is that it's an intranet? Let me see here. Well, let's look at waves. Yeah, waves is waves is not a good. It's not good. Now, what you're saying, S SXC. Oh, this it's an intranet. That's what you're talking about. We're still talking about the sex coin in the chat room. Oh goodness. Oh, oh, it's worth $0.07. Really? Let me check that out. S. Is it really worth $7? Point zero. That's very funny. That is. You got it right there. 007. 007. Oh gosh. Very funny. Yes. Yes. What a coincidence. It's amazing. Let's have a final look at LBC library credits. I think that one's another one. LBC library credits. There's so many coins. You know, they're really not worth a damn. And you know, if I really wanted to have sex, I would just go out and just have sex. I wouldn't buy a token to have sex. Yeah, look at this. This looks like 42 coins, Zcash. Uh, you know, so many of these coins have this kind of pattern. Let's have a look at the last 3 days. Wow. Library credits looks really bad. Unless it could break this what 2,250 Satoshi mark, but I don't think so. It's starting to come on my it's on the bottom of my priority list right here. LBC. Let me see. Last one, BAT tokens. BAT tokens. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll take a look at BAT tokens. Here's the crazy part. All these tokens are supposed to almost make all-time highs. BAT. BAT. And they're not making more Bitcoins because Bitcoins are outperforming all of these. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. This BAT tokens is a big time loser. It wouldn't surprise me this thing went down even further. It's really trending that way. this is this is a bad. This is a chart you don't want to see. It's the opposite of what you want to see. Usually, you want the the line to start here, and then the line to end up here. And instead, this one is the line is starts up here on the top left and ends up on the bottom right. All right. Well, that was fun. Looking at these coins, just you know, it makes me really appreciate what I have. That I have my Bitcoin. All right. So let's go to Joho's mempool statistics. See what's going on out there. Let's see what the mempool looks like. All right. Not too bad. Not too great. Oh my gosh. Where are we at? We're right about here, which is very close to 100. If you're at 100, if you're above 100 satoshis per byte, it looks like you're going to get your transactions done, and it looks like that's that's the baseline right now. It's been that way for the last 24 hours. It almost seems like it's been that way for almost the whole week. 100 to 140 satoshi per byte is the baseline, so you have to be above that. During peak hours, you definitely have to be at 300. Peak hours, 300 satoshis per byte will get you in the next into the next block. So so I don't know what's going on. Is there that many transactions in the mempool? Is this all spam? I don't think this is all spam, because at some point it's you know, people are just either not doing the right fees, or they're willing to wait. Maybe they're just transferring and hodling. I guess it doesn't matter at this point. You know, if you're, you know, like I said, if you send out a transaction, it's unconfirmed. And depending on your wallet, you should be able to send out the unconfirmed to somebody else. And if somebody else wants to send it and put a higher fee, eventually, if that higher fee gets picked up, then it has to pick up all the other previous transactions. So you know, it's really like playing hot potato, and especially if you're doing this peer to peer. Now, it depends on the wallet. Some of the wallets won't let you send until it gets confirmation. So you probably want to start using wallets that will let you send without a confirmation. And in a worst case scenario, if it drops for everybody, and then we're all screwed. But for the most part, it seems like if you're not like you know, below 1 or 2 or 5 satoshis per byte, if you're over like 5 satoshis, 10 or more, it looks like it will stay in the mempool until it gets confirmed. Oh goodness. You want me to check out SexCoin's website, Jay Glad? I don't know if I should, if you're telling me there's someone's butt on it. SC XXC. Okay. Well, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna have to stop sharing a little bit if I have to, and let me see here. Website. What does it? SexCoin info. All right, I'm gonna have to check it. I'm gonna check on it. I'm gonna check on it on my on my smartphone first to see what's up with it. Let me see. It's sex coin.info. Let me see. First buy sex coin. I guess this isn't too bad. I'll okay, long as it's not, you know, I guess we're all adults here. Uh, okay, I'll check it out. I'll go to the site. I'll go to the site. Okay, I'm going to the site. It's not too bad. Let's see if it actually will go. So now, so he's talking about this right there. Let me see. Finally, the SexCoin wallet is finally here and brings along a raft of improvements and features. We finally see age verification. So it does age verification, and there you go. It has a form. It has a form. It has a block explorer. It's traded on Cryptopia and Coin2Pay. There's some links there. Let's see if what is this? It says first buy SexCoin. Okay. What's the other option? The adult coin for adult industry payment schemes. Okay, it's just a payment for adult payment schemes. Okay, oh wow. Okay, this thing just drops out of nowhere. Then buy fun, and then okay, all right. That was kind of freaky. That girl just dropping from the sky like that. That was really freaky. Okay, interesting. All right, well that was fun. Okay, I think we can. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was interesting. I think, in my honest opinion about Sexcoin, I think if you have cash on you, you probably will do a lot better than trying to fuddle with the coin itself. That's just my opinion. Okay, let's go to trade block. Let's see what's going on with the trade block. All right, so on block trade here, it looks like the mempool has slightly gone down. It was 40,000. It's at 34,000 transactions in the mempool. It is very high, but it's gone down lower than what it was technically. Let's see if any of the blocks are empty. They should all be full. I don't want to see an empty block. No, they're all. They look like they're all full. What are the block sizes? They're all under 1 megabyte, under 1 megabyte, 1 megabyte, 1 megabyte, 1 megabyte. Sometimes I think like a lot of these people who are for the SegWit 2x or for bigger block sizes, they're not implementing SegWit, and I think they're doing it on purpose, so you don't have a SegWit address, and so that your block size will be maintained at a 1 megabyte. And I think they're doing it on purpose to, I think, teach everybody else a lesson. You know, if you don't like, if you want to play dirty, then we'll play dirty too, I think. And that's kind of what I feel is really happening and going on. Hey, my name is Craig Grant. This is my Bitcoin wallet. Craig Grant says he's tapped that ass. Okay. All right. Jay Glad, you say, honestly, though, the trading volume on Sexcoin is showing remarkable growth. Well, I'm sure something's growing, and it might be in your pants, but anyways, let's go on to the Bitcoin chart analysis now. All right, looks like I'm on an hourly, and it looks like it's trending back upwards. So this is good. I'll just go ahead and start with an hour because looks like there's enough price action here for me to do something. So I'm just going to draw a simple line, and it looks like it's broken that line. So you can see here, and it looks like it's taking off. Looks like it's bouncing off, and this is just on the hourly. Looks like it's bounced off this longer term average several times here. You can see that it's bounced off here. It's supported here, really firmer support, and now it's just pushing up higher. It's breaking this trend line, and it looks like it's gonna start probably making another all-time high. Let's see, where's the all-time high? All-time high is right there. So if it's that close, it looks like it's so close to the all-time high, and if it's pushing up higher, there's probably a really good chance that it's going to go higher. All right, so there you go. Let me back up to a 12-hour, and then let me remove the lines here. And really, it looks like on the 12-hour, it's just going to break all-time highs again, because here's the all-time high right here, and as you can see, it's like it's literally moving above this average line, and it's a green candlestick right now. If it continues on to be a green candlestick, it's not that far away from the all-time high. It looks like it's going to break the all-time high. It looks like it's going to break 1800. If you look at it, you see that? So it looks like it might push up. It might push up. My goodness, just breaking all-time highs. Like, you don't have to trade anything. If you just hodl your Bitcoin, I mean, you could just make money. And if you have quite a bit of few coins, it moves thousands and thousands of dollars a day. So you can literally, if you had 10 coins and it moves $1,000, you just made $10,000. It's amazing in one day. I don't think you can do that with altcoins. This is one day, and as long as the price is above the spot price, it most likely will be going up. That's all I got to say. Okay, let's go on a 3-day. Let's take a look at 3-day. And man, if you just look at the candlesticks, they look very strong, very, very bullish. Yeah, there's a gap here, but again, most likely if the next candlestick pushes up higher, this average line, simple moving average, weighted, touching the bottom of this candlestick, it'll look like you should have bought at this low. It's hindsight 2020, but it looks bullish right now. It looks like it's trying to really push up higher. Let's have a look at the 1 week. Wow. Okay, the 1 week. This candlestick has overtaken this wick here, up on top. This wick. So this candlestick is solid. It doesn't. I mean, it is really, really solid. And what is today? Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, it's technically Saturday now. So Saturday, the rest of Saturday, all day, and then Sunday, and then Monday. So basically 2 days, and then you have a Monday. If it continues with this solid candlestick, it's really, 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 really bullish. Although there's a huge gap here, but when the market goes like FOMO and ballistic, like basically it's going parabolic, ballistic, breakout, major, runaway bull run, it just doesn't matter. It seems like it's just going to hit a certain price and then take a rest. And I think it's gunning for $21,000. It really looks like, the way the price is moving, it's really gunning for $21,000. So the price, it wouldn't surprise me by, let me just go back. Let's go back to Happy Hanukkah, all right, where we celebrate 9 days. Okay, so today is the 16th. So on 16th, we light a candle on the moon Nera, this thing that holds the candle. So we're going to light a Bitcoin. We're going to light this. I'm going to put a little Bitcoin on here to represent each day of the Bitcoin holiday, which is Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. And we'll probably get to, I'm hoping we get to the price. The price starts going to 21,000 by December 24th. On the eve of December 24th, we'll light the last candle right here. So nine days, people, to hit 21,000. What do you think? And this is the moon era. Okay, I did not steal this idea, this holiday from another culture or from another history. This is original, all right? The Festival of Lights. So, anyways, let me go back to let me go back to the chart here. Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome, people. Uh, I don't know how else I can say this. This is a no-brainer. If you missed out on the greatest opportunity on earth to make a tremendous amount of wealth, I don't know what to say. I make this video every day. I I try to convince you that Bitcoin is the greatest thing known to mankind, and will for those who believe and can, uh, you know, it's not when you come in, it's how long you've been in. And the longer you're in Bitcoin or you're active in Bitcoin, uh, the longer you're in it, the more money you'll make. That's all I can say. If you venture out into these other altcoins and do other things, there's nothing wrong with it. But I think you're just missing an opportunity. You've lost an opportunity. So hopefully you will you'll heal. You're going to hear me out, and you know consider what I'm saying. So, anyways, I'm sorry for the long rant, long video. If you get any good information out of this video, I hope you do. Take your time watching it, whatever you have to do. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. And then happy Hanukkah as well. Happy Hanukkah. So 9 days until December 24th, the eve of December 24th. And hopefully the price of Bitcoin will go to $21,000. I really hope so. That is a target price that I have in mind. Wouldn't it be nice for your Bitcoins to be worth $21,000? I think it would be very nice indeed. Anyways, I'm going to end this episode. It's been a long one. This is a very long one. Anyways, uh, Jay Glad, cheers to the channel creator here. I like your updates and live interactive format. Always informal and informative. Thanks for existing. Thank you, Jay Glad. I appreciate your words. Very kind. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat. Jay Glad, DJ Calv. My name is Craig Grant. This is my Bitcoin wallet. Q Burrow. Pisces Traits Rule 373. DD8209. Let's see who else is in here. FUD Machine, as well as Ricky Ward, Andre Barnwell, Dave Hamilton. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. Hopefully you'll get to return. And chase that coin. Random Mexican. Let's see who else is in here, or who else was in here. Client Shebzig as well. Brian and Patrick Dukamahan. And dual overhead Camness, as well as Will Cambo, Marty Wilkinson, and let's see who else was all in here. That's about it. Thank you, everybody, for staying up in the late night with James Bond 007. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment after the live stream, and or even do a video response. Until next time, everyone, stay tuned. Bye-bye now.